On suicide watch, shackled in court, Nick utters 3 words. That's all. Nick Reiner appeared in a Los Angeles courtroom under suicide watch, wearing a blue suicide prevention vest and shackles, his hands cuffed and his body positioned behind a glass barrier during his first appearance on double murder charges.
Reiner made his first court appearance today. They brought him over from the county jail over here to this criminal courthouse downtown Los Angeles. He was wearing, when he appeared, a padded vest that they use for suicide prevention at the jails, and he was in shackles. They brought him into the courtroom in a glass enclosed custody area.
The 32-year-old stood silently during his first court appearance on Wednesday, staring straight ahead with a vacant expression, offering no visible emotion as the charges against him were read. When the judge asked whether he would waive his right to a speedy trial, he spoke just 3 words: "Yes, Your Honor." Prosecutors have charged Reiner with 2 counts of first-degree murder in the deaths of his parents, acclaimed director Rob Reiner, 78, and Michele Singer Reiner, 70, who were found killed inside their Brentwood home. At the request of both the defense and prosecutors, Judge Teresa McGonigal agreed to postpone Reiner's arraignment until January 7th. The judge also barred all photos and video of Reiner inside the courtroom, granting a defense request. Reiner's attorney, Alan Jackson, a high-profile defense lawyer, later addressed reporters outside court, urging restraint.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I just have a couple of quick words. First of all, and most importantly, this is a devastating tragedy that has befallen the Reiner family. We all recognize that. Our hearts go out to the entire Reiner family. There are very, very complex and serious issues that are associated with this case. These need to be thoroughly but very carefully dealt with and examined and looked at and analyzed. We ask that during this process you allow the system to move forward in the way that it was designed to move forward, not with a rush to judgment, not with jumping to conclusions, but with restraint and with dignity and with the respect that this system and this process deserves and that the family deserves. So with that, we are set for January 7th for an arraignment. That's the next court date, and that's all I have to say at this point. There may be more at some other point, but today we're going to rest on where we stand procedurally, which is this was a continuance of an arraignment. Nothing happened today substantively. We'll be back for an arraignment in the same department on the 7th of January. We'll see you then.
Reiner could face the death penalty if convicted. Prosecutors added a special circumstance enhancement, citing allegations that more than one person was killed, a factor that makes capital punishment a legal possibility under California law. However, Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hochman said during a Tuesday press conference that prosecutors have not yet decided whether they will seek the death penalty, noting the decision remains under review.
Today I'm here to announce that our office will be filing charges against Nick Reiner, who is accused of killing his parents, actor-director Rob Reiner, and photographer-producer Michele Singer Reiner. These charges will be 2 counts of first-degree murder with a special circumstance of multiple murders. He also faces a special allegation that he personally used a dangerous and deadly weapon, that being a knife. These charges carry a maximum sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole or the death penalty. No decision at this point has been made with respect to the death penalty. We have requested, and currently Nick Reiner is being held without bail. Once the charges get filed this afternoon, Nick Reiner will be then brought to court. He is going through medical clearance, something that everybody who gets arrested and gets held in a Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department jail goes through. Once he is medically cleared, he will be brought to court to be arraigned on these charges. At that point, he will enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. So special circumstances is a situation where one of the enumerated factors that lead to elevating in some ways a first-degree murder case to a special circumstance first-degree murder case occurs. One of those special circumstances is called multiple murders. Here we have two, and it qualifies under the definition of multiple murders to allege the special circumstance in this particular case.
Authorities allege Reiner slashed both parents' throats in the early hours of Sunday before leaving the home. He was arrested hours later, roughly 15 miles away, near the University of Southern California campus. Video from the arrest shows Reiner raising his hands as LAPD officers converge on him. Investigators have also released CCTV footage that has become central to the case. The video shows Reiner appearing calm and unhurried at a Los Angeles gas station shortly after the alleged killings. Wearing a baseball cap and carrying a backpack, Reiner is seen walking into the store, buying a sports drink, and paying at the counter. No visible panic, no urgency, just routine movements captured about half a mile from the family home. As the case now moves toward its next court date, prosecutors continue reviewing evidence while one of Hollywood's most shocking family tragedies plays out under intense public scrutiny.